Hello fellow YouTubers and collectors. CBS Sci-Fi here with a quick look at the Tusken Raider from Mandalorian. I remember being a child watching Star Wars for the first time in the cinema and seeing these guys come on the screen. They absolutely terrified me. I have actually got 4 of these figures because the different ways they can wear the bandoliers and the weapons. And obviously they get spare hands and he gets another bandolier, so there's multiple ways you can display them. My plan was, like I say, I have got 4. I was going to get a product called kinetic sand. I was going to scatter that all over the bottom so it did actually look like they was on Tatooine. So let's have a quick look at the figure and the boxes and all the I am going to say beautiful accessories that they do come with, because the rifles, the gaffy sticks, the detail on them are absolutely out of this world. Hot Toys have spared, I'm going to say, no expense on these because of the detail what they've done with the weapons, and it is absolutely fantastic. The only little bit what I was disappointed in is the boots. Obviously it's still got all the plastic wrap on because I'm not ready to display these figures yet. I'm not there. But the only thing, obviously they're hidden by his robes, aren't they? But the boots look a bit cheap and nasty. But having said that, you can see him in front of you. It looks a fantastic piece. We are just going to have a quick zoom in on the figure. Look at that head sculpt. That's a terrifying Tusken Raider. Like I said, these are from The Mandalorian. I have got 4 of them. So this is the original box. That will be the box art underneath when you lift the top tray off. And obviously that's the original box art. So going back to the figure, there are different ways of displaying him. Like I say, you get extra belts for him and stuff like that, so you can have him with different armour. That's why I've got 4. They are all going to have different looks. There's 3 different weapons, so they'll all be issued with a different weapon each. You've got the binoculars. Absolute fantastic detail. So one will have these binoculars, while the others are going to be posed with different weapons. He gets his drink, his little Tusken drink. Boba Fett were getting a bit partial to these when he was with the Tuskens in Mandalorian. He started enjoying these. See, there's a number of ways you can display these guys with Boba Fett throughout the entire Star Wars galaxy in your collection. Absolute fantastic Tusken rifle, down to the strap, even the little pouch on the strap. You can see the holes in the belt. Lovely, absolutely amazing. The detail on that gun. I will do an overview as well, because of him, my fat fingers are in the way, so I don't know how well it's being picked up on detail. Look at that. The sculpt look on that. It's worth the money. It's worth the money. So one's going to be posed with that. 1 gaffy stick. You get 2 gaffy sticks. You've got pitting towards the butt of the handle there. Nice. Then you've got his metal spike on the top. You don't want that around the back of your head, do you? No stormtrooper wants that on the back of his helmet. Obviously they are all plastic, but they look the business. They do look the business. Onto his other gaffy stick. The twin pack Boba Fett obviously comes with these as well. The detail on that is absolutely amazing. I don't know how well it's being picked up, so like I say, I will give you an overview in a minute. These Tuskens are going to cause some damage with that, aren't they? Absolutely amazing. Right, so let's zoom back in. We'll do an overview of what he comes with. So there's the 3 weapons. Tusken rifle and 2 Tusken gaffy sticks. We'll zoom in on that. You can just make out the detail on there. It's picking it up quite nicely. Detail there as well. and into the metal. I'm going to call it a spear. Obviously we know it's a gaffy stick, but look at the details. It is picking up the detail on there, guys, so you can just about make it out. Beautiful. We're going to move over to the second gaffy stick. Same there. Nice pitting, bit of a split there in the butt sort of thing. So they could have weathered it a bit more because it's got that slight damage of wear and tear there. So they could have put more weathering on there. Going up to the top into the metal. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's move over onto the rifle. Now this is very nicely sculpted. You can actually see the holes in the belt where it can be slung over his shoulder, down to his little ammo pouch, and the detail on that rifle. Beautiful. Obviously, like I say, over to his coffee cup. It looks like it's got some product in there. Then over to the generic Star Wars binoculars. Very nice, for what it is, very nice. Back onto the Tusken himself. He is a beautiful piece. You've got options. You can weather them up, you can display them however you want. You can take the ammo pouch off, you can take his other pouches off, and different looks for each one, and that's what I'm going to go for. The head sculpt, very nice. They're not metal prongs on his head, they are just plastic. Obviously they look like metal. The bandaging looks good, it's all sculpted, but it still looks very, very decent. I think they are going to be a fantastic addition to anybody's Star Wars collection. When I've got them set up in the base, like I say, with kinetic sand, I think it was Jedi Patrol did one, and he had the kinetic sand with a rock, and it did look absolutely fantastic. So I think I'm going to simulate something like that. Another quick view, and we'll have a look at the boxes again. Outer box art, the inner box art when you take that lid off, and back on to the lid box art again. Very nice pieces. I do need to sort something out where I can get all my figures out on display, because they are just being spoiled left in the box. The detail on them, all his bandoliers, the detail on there, his robes. You can weather them up, you can do what you want to them, display them with different weapons. It is your choice. There's a multitude of options there. But thanks for watching, guys. CBS Sci-Fi signing out.